Hi, this is Darren Jacklin, and welcome to SharingSuccess.tv. I am really excited today to have a special guest on this show today. He's the co-founder of RE/MAX Real Estate International, also the chairman of the board. His name is Dave Liniger. He's from a beautiful place here in the United States. You're going to get a chance to learn more about him in just a moment. Dave Liniger is generally credited with doing more than anyone in the real estate industry to improve the working environment and income potentials of sales agents. He's recognized as a leading authority figure and trends in the real estate market. He has been inducted into the Real Estate Hall of Fame. He is a gentleman who has coined the real estate words RE/MAX as real estate and maxims. He's got quite an extensive background. He's been nationally featured as an expert in time management, sales training, recruiting, and motivation. He's been featured in Entrepreneur, Forbes, Fortune, Inc., Success, and other leading publications. Has appeared extensively on television and radio throughout North America. He's a recipient of the Special Achievement Award from the Council of Residential Specialists, the largest not-for-profit affiliate of the National Association of Realtors, and the Warren Bennis Award for Leadership Excellence from the Global Institute for Leadership Development. Liniger has also been inducted into the International Franchise Hall of Fame. He has quite an extensive background that you can research on the World Wide Web or here at SharingSuccess.tv. Again, my guest today is Dave Liniger, co-founder of RE/MAX International and chairman of the board with over close to 100,000 agents in 72 countries. Dave, welcome to SharingSuccess.tv, the really big interviews. How are you today?
I'm doing great, Darren. Nice to be here with you.
Gosh, well, how did this all begin? You know, back in the 1970s, you created this company called RE/MAX, which is now all over the world. It's a brand name out there in the marketplace today. How did this all begin?
Very much like any other real estate company. I actually had no intention of ever being a real estate salesman, but when I was a teenager, I read two books that were very profound on my future. One, obviously, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, and that book said whatever you could believe and conceive, you could achieve, and I started thinking at this young, mid-teenage years, gee, I'd like to be a millionaire someday. I read a second book, How I Turned $1,000 into $1 million in my part-time in the real estate business. And it was by a fellow named William Nickerson. It became a bestseller back in the early 1960s. He was a postman that bought a fix-up house. He fixed it up, sold it for a profit, bought a couple duplexes, fixed them up, and he developed a system of buying rundown properties, fixing them up, raising the rents, and achieving a great deal of profit. And so at this tender age of about 15 or 16, the two books were combined, and I said, I'll become a millionaire in the real estate business by buying and selling houses.
Wow.
So time passed. I was in the military in Tucson, Arizona, and I was being paid the wonderful sum of $129 a month. Married, child on the way, and I made a mistake. My mother didn't work. I was from Marion, Indiana, and by golly, my wife wasn't going to work. It just, it was a pretty dumb, chauvinistic attitude back in those times. And so I worked 3 part-time jobs. I delivered newspapers to newspaper boys, 7-Elevens, and convenience stores from 2 o'clock until 6 a.m. every morning. Then I went to the military job, and then on evenings and weekends I worked in a gas station and a movie theater, and I managed to get a combined income of over $400 a month.
Wow.
I found a fix-up house for $10,450, $450 down. I bought it, fixed it up a little bit, and a year later sold it for about a $5,000 profit. So the die was cast. Here I was working 3 part-time jobs, a full-time job, and not making $5,000 a year. And in one real estate investment that I did along with those 4 jobs, I made the same amount of money. So I just decided that I would become an investor in the real estate business.
Wow. So the dream for RE/MAX, how did that come about? Were you in a meeting somewhere? Were you out with a bunch of people? Were you late at night in bed thinking about this? How did this come?
Check out the really big interviews hosted by Darren Jacklin. Visit SharingSuccess.tv to learn from experts and leaders from around the world.